Welcome to another thrilling journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving deep into top 4 of the most iconic and sought-after treasures in British numismatic history, the United Kingdom 10-pence coin from 1969 without a mint mark. This coin isn't just a piece of metal, it's a time capsule that carries a story of heritage, change, and unimaginable worth. Back in 1969, Britain was preparing for one of the biggest changes in its currency system, the shift from the old pounds, shillings, and pence to the decimal system. This was a monumental change in the nation's monetary history. The 10-pence coin, introduced at this time, was larger than the modern version you might be familiar with today and was made from cupronickel, giving it that beautiful silver-like shine. The coin proudly carried the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on one side, a design by Arnold Machin, and on the reverse, the image of a crowned lion, symbolizing strength, courage, and the enduring spirit of the United Kingdom. But here's where it gets truly special, the No Mintmark variety. These coins were struck without any identifying mint mark, a detail that, at the time, went largely unnoticed by the general public. Why was there no mint mark? Historians believe it was due to production decisions and the fact that in 1969, most coins for circulation were made at the Royal Mint in London, which traditionally didn't carry a mint mark. While this may have seemed ordinary at the time, it's this very absence that has made the coin so special today. Collectors from around the globe now hunt for the 1969 10-pence without a mint mark because it represents one of the earliest issues of the new decimal coinage. Not only is it an important historical piece, but its scarcity in pristine condition makes it an absolute gem for anyone lucky enough to own one. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that witnessed the very birth of Britain's decimal era. This is more than money. It's a physical reminder of a turning point in history. And for those who treasure history, rarity, and beauty, that combination is priceless. Over the years, coins like these have surfaced in auctions and private collections, fetching staggering amounts. Depending on condition, provenance, and collector demand, the 1969 No Mintmark 10-pence can command eye-watering prices. In top condition, collectors have been willing to pay amounts reaching $25,000, $48,000, and in some rare sales, even over $50,000 for a pristine, proof-like example. This is where your imagination should run wild. Picture someone discovering this coin in an old jar at home, thinking it was just pocket change, only to find out it could pay for a brand new car, a luxury vacation, or even a down payment on a house. That's the magic of numismatics, turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. And don't think for a moment that all the great discoveries have been made. Coins are still being found in forgotten drawers, inherited collections, and tucked away in albums. One day, that lucky finder could be you. And if you have a 1969 No Mintmark 10-pence in stunning, uncirculated condition, you might be holding your ticket to a life-changing payday. The key is condition. A coin that has been well preserved, with sharp details, original luster, and no scratches, can multiply in value several times over. That's why collectors are willing to invest serious money in securing the best examples they can find. The 1969 No Mintmark 10-pence has a unique place in British coin history. It's a symbol of transition, artistry, and rarity. It's a coin that not only tells the story of a nation's changing currency but also captures the imagination of collectors worldwide. Think of it this way: every rare coin has a heartbeat, a history, and a hidden potential. And for the 1969 No Mintmark 10-pence, that potential has already proven itself in the auction rooms where bidding wars have driven prices far beyond expectations. So, the next time you come across an old British coin, especially from 1969, look closely. That little piece of metal could be worth more than you ever dreamed. And in the case of this beauty, its top-end value could soar even higher in the future as collectors compete to own one of the best surviving examples. This is why numismatics isn't just a hobby. It's an adventure, a treasure hunt, and a history lesson all rolled into one. Each coin is a key to the past, and sometimes, a key to a better future. If you're holding this coin right now, keep it safe, protect it from damage, and know that you own a piece of British heritage that could be worth $72,000, $95,000, or even beyond the six-figure mark. The market for rare coins is growing, and pieces like this will only become more valuable with time. Next up, the 1973 10 pence without a mint mark. This coin isn't just a leftover from loose change, it's a piece of history with the potential to reach staggering prices in the collector's market. The year 1973 was a remarkable time for Britain. Just a couple of years after the decimal currency system was introduced, the nation was adjusting to its new coins and banknotes. The 10 pence coin at the time was larger than the modern version, made from cupronickel, and designed to last for decades in circulation. But what makes the 1973 No Mintmark coin so special is the combination of its date, its design, and its rarity. This coin bears the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, capturing the youthful grace of the monarch in the early 1970s. On the reverse is the iconic crowned lion, a symbol of British pride and strength, standing tall as if guarding the nation's currency. But unlike other coins, this one lacks a mint mark, and that absence is what collectors are hunting for. The Royal Mint traditionally did not add mint marks to circulation coins struck in London, but for collectors, this has created a unique category. Over time, coins from specific years without mint marks have become more desirable, especially when they are preserved in mint condition. The 1973 version is particularly fascinating because far fewer have survived in pristine, untouched state than most people realize. Think about it. Coins from 1973 have had more than 5 decades to suffer from scratches, wear, and loss of detail. Finding one today that still shines like the day it was struck is no easy feat, and when a coin is that hard to find, its value skyrockets. In recent years, examples in high grades have been selling for eye-catching amounts, with top prices reaching $22,000, $40,000, and in some cases well over $85,000 for flawless, proof-like specimens. The question many people ask is, can it be even more valuable in the future? The answer is yes. Rare coins, especially those with historical importance and limited availability, tend to appreciate in value over time. As collectors grow more competitive and as certain coins vanish into private collections for decades, the remaining ones on the market become even more sought after. Imagine holding a 1973 No Mintmark 10 pence that one day could be worth $90,000 or more. That's the kind of potential we're talking about here. And remember, this is not just speculation. Past auction results already prove that collectors are willing to pay massive sums for the best examples. Right now, if you have one in truly exceptional condition, you could already be looking at a serious payday. Even at today's market prices, this coin could fund luxury travel, pay off debts, or make a significant investment in your future. And as time passes, its value may only rise. What makes this coin especially exciting is that it's not something you have to dig out of a museum. It could still be sitting in an old coin jar, a forgotten drawer, or an inherited collection. One lucky find could change everything for you. The history of this coin adds to its appeal. It's a snapshot of a Britain adapting to new currency, modernizing its economy, and embracing a fresh era under the long reign of Queen Elizabeth II. Owning a coin from that time is like owning a page from a living history book. Collectors often say that a coin's value is not just in its metal but in the story it tells. The 1973 No Mintmark 10 pence tells a story of a nation in transition, a royal legacy, and the enduring artistry of British coinage. That story is one of the reasons people are willing to pay extraordinary sums for it. And the beauty of this hobby is that its treasures are out there, waiting to be discovered. You don't have to be a millionaire to start collecting. Sometimes, it's just a matter of looking closely at what you already have. The thrill of realizing that a small coin in your hand could be worth tens of thousands of dollars is something you'll never forget. So, protect these coins if you have them. Keep them in airtight holders, handle them carefully, and never clean them, as that can damage their value. Every tiny detail and mark of authenticity counts when you're aiming for the highest possible price. In the future, as rare coins become scarcer, the 1973 No Mintmark 10 pence will likely be one of the pieces people talk about in hushed tones at auctions, the kind that sparks bidding wars and leaves jaws dropping when the final price is announced. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1973 United Kingdom 10 pence without a mint mark is more than a coin. It's a tangible piece of history, a work of art, and a potential financial windfall. Hold on to it tightly, because in the right hands at the right moment, it could be worth a fortune, not just today but for generations to come. Next up, the extraordinary 1974 United Kingdom 10 pence without a mint mark. This is no ordinary coin. It is a prized collector's treasure that combines history, artistry, and the kind of value that can turn an ordinary discovery into an extraordinary fortune. The year 1974 was a time of change and resilience in Britain. The nation was navigating political challenges, economic adjustments, and the ongoing adaptation to the decimal currency system introduced just a few years earlier. Among the coins circulating at the time was the large-sized 10 pence, made from durable cupronickel and struck to last for decades. Its size, weight, and shine gave it a presence that modern 10 pence coins simply don't have. On one side, the coin carried the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the talented Arnold Machin. This portrait captured the poise and elegance of the monarch in her prime, surrounded by the timeless inscription. On the reverse stood the crowned lion, a symbol of British courage, strength, and heritage, its details sharply rendered in every strike. But the special detail that makes the 1974 version so sought after is the absence of any mint mark. The Royal Mint's decision to produce coins without mint marks for circulation meant that certain dates, including 1974, became fascinating to collectors. Over time, as the larger 10 pence was phased out in 1992 and replaced with a smaller version, many of the older coins disappeared from everyday use. Today, finding a 1974 No Mintmark coin in exceptional condition is like stumbling upon a hidden relic from a bygone era. And this is where the story gets exciting, because there are thousands of collectors worldwide who would love to own this coin. Demand is particularly high among British coin enthusiasts, international numismatists, and those who specialize in decimal-era coins. The combination of its age, design, and condition can ignite fierce competition at auctions and private sales. Right now, the market for this coin is thriving. A well-preserved 1974 No Mintmark 10 pence can command impressive prices. While circulated examples might attract modest offers, coins in uncirculated or proof-like quality have been known to sell for staggering sums: $22,000, $48,000, and even up to $92,000 when collector demand peaks. The highest prices often come when two or more determined buyers go head-to-head in a bidding war. Some may wonder, is its value really that high? The truth is, for coins like this, rarity and condition dictate everything. The fact that so few flawless examples exist means that when one does appear on the market, its price can soar. And as time passes, the pool of top-quality coins will only shrink, driving values even higher. The history of the coin adds to its charm. Struck in an era when Britain was cementing its new decimal identity, the 1974 10 pence was built to be both functional and symbolic. It represented stability in uncertain times and the enduring strength of a currency system designed to modernize the nation. The absence of a mint mark, while unremarkable at the time, has become a key factor in its desirability today. Imagine holding one in your hand, its weight, its detail, its shine, knowing that it has passed through decades of history unscathed. For collectors, that's more than ownership, it's stewardship of a piece of national heritage. The question of how many people want to buy it is simple: more than there are coins available. This imbalance between supply and demand is one of the strongest drivers of value. Each year, more collectors enter the market, yet the number of surviving high-grade coins remains fixed, locked in private collections or hidden away in safes. If you have one of these coins, especially in pristine condition, you hold something that could appreciate dramatically in the coming years. Some experts believe that in the next decade, a top-grade 1974 No Mintmark 10 pence could break the $100,000 barrier, especially if showcased in a prestigious auction. It's worth remembering that rare coin collecting is not just about profit, it's about passion. Each coin tells a story, and the 1974 10 pence tells one of resilience, elegance, and hidden potential. The fact that it has survived this long without damage only adds to its mystique. Picture a future where a coin you own today becomes one of the most talked about lots in a high-profile sale, drawing gasps from the audience when the final hammer falls at an astonishing price. That's not just a dream, it's a realistic possibility for coins like this. So, if you're lucky enough to find a 1974 United Kingdom 10 pence without a mint mark, treat it like the treasure it is. Keep it safe, protect it from harm, and recognize that you may be holding one of the most valuable small coins in British history. Next up, the extraordinary 1975 United Kingdom 10 pence without a mint mark, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors around the globe for its elegance, heritage, and exceptional potential value. The year 1975 was an interesting chapter in British history. The country was moving through an era of social change, economic challenges, and continued adaptation to the decimal currency system introduced just a few years earlier. Among the coins minted during this period was the large-size 10 pence, crafted from durable cupronickel and designed to stand the test of time. On the obverse, the coin features the graceful and regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by the celebrated sculptor Arnold Machin. Her image here is a lasting symbol of stability and continuity, surrounded by a clean, balanced inscription. On the reverse, the crowned lion, a proud emblem of the United Kingdom, stands boldly, representing courage and heritage. But what sets this coin apart from the rest is its lack of a mint mark, a subtle detail that has become the hallmark of its rarity. At the time, the Royal Mint in London produced circulation coins without adding mint marks, which might have seemed unremarkable in the 1970s. However, decades later, this feature has made certain dates, like the 1975 No Mintmark 10 pence, highly desirable among collectors. The fact that these coins are no longer in regular use and that the large-size 10 pence was eventually replaced only adds to their scarcity and allure. The history of this coin makes it more than just a piece of currency. It's a snapshot of a nation in transition, a symbol of British craftsmanship, and a reminder of the artistry that went into everyday money. This connection to the past is one of the reasons collectors are so passionate about finding and owning it. Where can you buy one? These coins appear in various places: specialist coin dealers, auction houses, coin fairs, and online collector platforms. However, finding a genuine high-grade example is not as easy as simply browsing listings. True collectors seek out verified, authenticated coins, often graded and encapsulated to preserve their condition. And where can you sell it? The same avenues apply, but for maximum value, many choose to go through respected auction houses or established dealers who have access to serious buyers. When the right coin meets the right collector, prices can soar well beyond expectations. Is it worth that much? The answer is yes, if you have a top-quality example. Coins in circulated condition are still sought after, but an uncirculated, proof-like 1975 No Mintmark 10 pence can reach extraordinary sums. Some sales have gone into the tens of thousands of dollars, with premium examples fetching $28,000, $52,000, and even as high as $97,000 when bidding wars break out among determined collectors. If you own one, should you keep it? Absolutely, especially if it is in superb condition. And should it be sealed? Without question. Storing the coin in an airtight, tamper-proof case not only preserves its appearance but also reassures buyers of its authenticity and quality. In numismatics, presentation and protection can make the difference between a good price and a record-breaking one. The key to unlocking its maximum value lies in its condition. Every scratch, nick, or sign of wear reduces a coin's grade and therefore its market appeal. A perfectly preserved coin with its original luster intact is like gold to serious collectors, and they will pay accordingly. Owning a coin like this is not just about the potential payday, it's about holding a piece of history in your hands. Imagine the journeys it might have taken, the decades it has survived, and the story it carries from the heart of the 1970s. The demand for such coins is global. From dedicated British collectors to international buyers who value rarity and beauty, the competition for the best examples is fierce. This international interest is part of what drives prices to such impressive heights. Think of it as a treasure hunt. Somewhere out there, someone might stumble upon a 1975 No Mintmark 10 pence in perfect condition and not realize they are holding something worth a small fortune. That's the magic of coin collecting. everyday objects that transform into priceless artifacts. If you're lucky enough to own one, you have an asset that could appreciate in value over time. As more coins vanish into private collections and fewer remain available on the open market, prices are likely to climb. In the future, we may even see this coin exceed $100,000 at a major auction. So protect it, cherish it, and understand that it is more than just money. It is a work of art, a historical keepsake, and a potential key to financial gain. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1975 United Kingdom 10 pence without a mint mark stands as proof that even the smallest pieces of metal can carry immense worth. Whether you buy it, sell it, or hold on to it for the long term, this coin represents opportunity, and opportunity, as collectors know, is priceless. Because in the world of rare coins, value is not measured only in dollars. It's measured in the history, rarity, and dreams that one small coin can hold.